Hey everyone, so I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to unbox these Yeezy Boost 350 V2s, and this is in the Israfil colorway, so you can see there. And these are a US 4, which is my size, so let's take a look. And I'm gonna detach these two boxes, just to make it a little easier. Okay, so here you have the shoe. This is the Israfil colorway, and these released in August 2020. And I really like this colorway. A lot of people slept on them, and I'm glad they did because I was able to cop myself a pair. But I think it's really nice. I really like this orange tangerine stripe right here because I think it complements this steel and tan color really well. I guess it's more of a steel blue because there's like a tinge of blue in it. So here, there's like 3 different steel blue colors going on, or different tones, right? So here you have that like lighter steel blue color, and then you have this longitudinal stripe here in a like medium steel blue, and then here you have a darker steel blue. So it's pretty neat. And these primate uppers aren't anything different from like previously released Yeezys, but I think that the contrast between the steel blue and the tan is really nice. So you can really see the patterns on the primate upper really well at every angle. So it's pretty neat. And it's like similar to the Zions that released recently, right? So back to this orange tangerine stripe. So this is a lateral stripe, so it runs this way. And they say that it's made out of a monofilament material. So that's just a fancier name for fishing reel, right? So if I scratch that, you can hear it. It sounds like plastic, right? So it's just pretty much what your fishing reel is made out of. So it's like a durable material, and it's translucent or transparent, or semi-transparent at least. So you can see my fingers right there in the middle section of the stripe. However, you don't see it up here and down here because that's where the cushion for the inner liner is. But yeah, really cool. And this is the rubber midsole, and it's made out of a translucent material as well. So you can see the boost just pop in right behind it, and it wraps all the way around, and then there's like this color blocking here, that gum color. And so this side, I'm gonna move this tag in. It's just a size conversion. And then you see the boost just really popping through right behind this section here. And then, so back to this part of the midsole, that gum color wraps all the way down to the outer sole. And then it's a full like gum color down here. And it's like translucent as well because you can see the boost edges all around it. And this is a pretty standard outer sole, similar silhouette or pattern as other 350 V2s that's released. You have the cutouts here, and so you can see the boost just popping through. And then you have the boost text down here in lowercase font, super standard. And then up here, if I can get that, it says Adidas with the trefoil logo there. So pretty cool, right? I like them. Let me take out this tag here. Let's take a look at the right shoe. So here's the right shoe. And one thing to note is that there is no pull tab back here. And I don't know why Yeezy brand decides to go with the pull tab on certain colorways and not for others, but these don't have them. I don't believe the Zions had them either. But what I will do is that I'll do a comparison between this colorway and another one to show certain features that are included and not included. But while we're still on this shoe, this is the inner liner that I was mentioning earlier. So these are cushioned on both sides of the ankle. And then the heel is lightly padded too. And then back here you see the standard 3 stripes, you know, to represent Adidas. And they have a 3M treatment. So you have that reflector. So if I like zoom back here, you can still see it, right? Pretty cool. And then here you have the insole. So let me pull this guy out. And then right there you have the insole, and this is like a nude tan color. And then you have the Adidas logo in lowercase font there. You have the trefoil logo and then the Yeezy logo, all imprinted in standard white. So nothing too different than what we've seen previously, right? But one thing that is completely new is this lacing system. So this is the first time that the 350s received this type of lacing system. Other like models of Yeezys have had it in the past, but it's the first time for the silhouette, and they call it a infinity lacing system. So that means that the two ends of the laces are behind this rubber guy here, so it's locked up, and right here you can see it's stitched. So the two ends are stitched, and it gives it that, like, you know, slip-on shoe vibe. But if that's not your thing, then Yeezy got you. And this colorway comes with this packet here. And this is an extra set of laces. So whether or not you like this infinity lacing system or the bunny ear lacing system, then Yeezy got you and you have options. So it's pretty cool. But one thing to note is that if you don't like this infinity lacing system, then the only thing you can do is just chop them off, and then you slip on the set right here. But once you do, it's game over. So you gotta commit to chopping them off or not. I think I'm gonna keep this on. I think it's really cool. So it's something different. And I have some other Yeezys that have, you know, this type of laces. So I'm okay with leaving these on here. So I keep looking at this liner. I didn't mention this earlier, but this color here is, to me, more gray or more steel than this blue. As you can see, you can definitely see the two different type of colors there. And maybe, okay, so this is really funny. This color really reminds me of this car that my cousin used to have. So he used to drive around this like souped up 1996 Integra. And I think that that body color is the same as this liner here. And like, I really like that car. It was like the coolest car on the block. And so maybe that's why I like this colorway so much, is because like it reminds me of that car. And because I can't have that car, I might as well have something that reminds me of that car, which is this colorway here. So I subconsciously purchased it. But yeah, maybe. So what I'll do is I'll compare these to another colorway. So let's move that to the side. And here are some other 350 V2s. And this is in the, this is in the Sesame colorway. And the reason why I chose the Sesames in particular to compare it to the Israfils is because I think that the Sesame color looks almost identical to the tan on the prime knit uppers of the Israfils. And I think the laces are identical too, or the color is at least. So let's take a look. So these are the Sesames, and these released in 2018, 2 years after the first V2s released, which were the Belugas. And so let's do a comparison of the right shoe. So here you have the two shoes. And as you can see, there's that pull tab that I was referencing earlier. So the Sesames have them, which is this guy here hanging out. And then the Israfils don't. And well, since we're already back here, there's that midsole gum color, that color blocking, but they're both different color gums, or different shades of gum. One is significantly darker than the other. And so you can't really see the boost behind the outer sole there. You can see the cutout obviously, but you don't really see it as well as behind the Israfils, right? And it's not because these are dirty or like old. Well, they are old and dirty, but they're not discolored, is what I meant to say. So it's just two different shades of that gum color, right? And then the front of the shoe are really different, right? So you have a different set of laces, obviously, and you have that longitudinal stripe right here that is different than this stripe here. So this is more like a cross stitching. So pretty interesting. And then obviously the Israfils have that lateral stripe here, and the Sesames do not at all. Like, they don't have any different material. There's slightly something there. If you look at it, it looks like it's like a template for what could be a color blocking. So if you think of the belugas, there's that like stripe there. This looks like there could be, but there isn't. So it's just all one solid color. But yeah, I think these are almost the same in color. And if you feel some type of way about that, you can leave a comment in the notes or leave a note in the comments, but that's what I think. So hang tight and I'll show you all what the Israfils look like on feet. So